Hello, this is a free call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, baby. I had stepped away from my phone when you called earlier.
Oh, that's fine.
But I talked to a girl named Francesca.
Okay.
And she's going to send you an email for you to call her.
Okay.
She's a producer, an actress, and everything, and she wants to do a series.
Okay.
Because she thinks that a 2-hour movie won't, there's so much more to the story.
Uh-huh.
And she wants to make it more personal and everything. And she kind of went through some things with her mom that she could relate to you on a different level, than what I can, and, and stuff. So to her, it's like very, very personal.
Okay, I got it.
Let me, she was going to send you, she just sent me a message saying she couldn't send it, she couldn't send an email. She tried.
Okay.
But if you could go get a,
I got paper.
if you want to go, you got one on you?
I just got a piece of paper. Let's see, I'm looking around, see if I got a pencil. No pencil, but I can call you right back with one.
Yeah, call me right back.
Okay, I will. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay, baby. All right, bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Okay, got one.
Okay, let me get her info. Okay, it's area code 310
310
728
728
9420.
Okay, it's 310-728-9420.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm asking her right now. Let's see. I'm asking what time.
Okay. And I did talk to Dad, whenever, on Saturday at 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
He
did let me know
Okay.
that y'all talked, but he didn't tell me, like, he don't get, him, he don't get into detail. He's like, I talked to Gypsy,
like,
and we good,
Yeah.
That's bad.
More vague.
Yeah, but getting back to her, she's in the support group.
Okay.
God, she's even, she said anytime you want to call her, fine.
Okay.
And she's also in the big group where she has, like, God, she's offended me and Dad a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not like a big time producer, or anything. Like she said, she says, Kristy, she says, you're going to get so many offers, $1 million or more or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And that's for about the Lucas guy.
Uh-huh.
And she looked him up because there's a website that she could go in, that she has access to that normal folks like us don't.
Okay.
And he's not a well-known producer. He's young. He looks really young.
Okay.
I mean, Francesca, let me go on her Facebook and I could tell you a few things about her. Right now she's in Kentucky
Okay.
till probably February because that's where her, she's trying to, do stuff there so she can move her family back to LA because she was living in LA. Okay, she's a script writer. She's an actress at Carabera Talent Company. She lives in LA, and her home is in Riverside, California. That's just looking at her, her about stuff on her Facebook.
Okay.
She also, her and Megan Pack are working together actually right now on something. And Megan Pack is the one that Mike doesn't like, Aaron doesn't like. She's the one that was going to serve in Aaliyah's wedding. You remember I had told you?
Right. And
okay.
I guess they made sense or whatever.
Right. And Aaliyah's wedding got pushed back. I don't know, they're going through a rough time. As far as I know, still they are, going through a rough time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really talk to Aaliyah too much. But like Francesca wants like the whole backstory, like to when you were born, to her and Dad's, relationship when they first started dating.
Yeah, like the very beginning
I was his
stuff.
right. I was his best friend, and how we came to get together, like why he left her, like the phone call that he called me asking me, I want to leave her, what to do. She wants all of it. Because she says, I think people, a 2-hour movie or an hour and 45-minute movie will not do this justice. And I agree. I totally agree. And she did talk to Dad. And Dad sent me a text. He's like, well, we're going to see what Lucas has to offer. But at the end of the day, it's your choice.
At the end of the day, I feel like the documentary did its job for telling my story. But I feel like, I've just been screwed out of money. And I'm going to need money. And so I'm just waiting to see who's going to pay the highest. This is what she told me. She says, I can't tell you a set pay. She said, but what I can tell you is once the movie is out, that's when y'all get paid. Because look at Titanic, okay? Titanic they went over budget of $1 million to make this movie, and it made $40 million or more. Oh yeah, like
at
that
the box
was like
office.
The highest grossing movie.
Right.
Until I think it was I think it still is. I don't think anything's beat
I think
it.
No, I don't know how anybody could beat it.
Right, I know.
Maybe we can. Maybe we can. But like she said, she wants to come down here. She wants to talk to Rod and I. She said she wants to, talk to you, get to know you. She wants to find an actress. She said, she says, there's a lot of actresses in here that have made their mark already. She said, I want somebody that's hungry for Gypsy's role, that they're going to exceed.
Right.
And not, this is just another film. That's what she wants. she said, if she gets it, she'll be we will all be totally involved. She'll fly us up and everything, to watch some of it being made. Some of it's going to probably be here on location or in New Orleans, because New Orleans is kind of like the southern Hollywood.
Exactly. Yeah, it is.
So, and she's like, I want you and Rod to play a cameo part in it.
Oh, that was so awesome.
Yeah, and she even wants to get Dylan and Mia's,
awesome.
input.
Yeah.
So she's like, Kristy, I'm gonna give you my heart and soul. And I've been, we text back and forth to each other and everything. And so whenever Lucas sent that to your dad, I told him about Francesca. And I was like, well, let me talk to Francesca. He's like, okay, you talk to Francesca, you deal with Francesca, I'm going to deal with Lucas. Now, this week, Lucas is coming up with the proposal.
Right.
To make the movie and of the life rights, and as many times it shows.
Okay.
Like when it, if it gets on HBO, if it gets on, Showtime, royalties.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a very good route to do, because you got to think about like a business proposition.
Right.
And stuff. Because I'm like, whoever.
She did, yeah.
Whoever, I want my story to be done good, no doubt.
Yeah. And look, I think if Francesca and Lucas would get together for this, it would be amazing. But it would also be probably long, like a 4-hour movie like the Titanic, But what she wants to do is not a movie, but kind of like a series. So I understand that point,
right?
Because because there's so much to still be shown and said, But she did talk to Dad.
Okay, good.
He told me she messaged me back. He told me that, we talked, and she told him exactly what, we talked about and everything. And, she wants every detail. And I'm like,
now,
well, I could give you every detail.
Yeah, we
because I remember it all.
Yeah, we could all fill in the blanks, because we were there. Whether it's your part, it's my part, we can fill in those blanks. But what I'm thinking is like, would it, I know they don't know that this far in advance, but I'm like, would it be on cable? Would it be, if it's a TV show, would it be on cable? Would it be on HBO or something where like it's paid programming?
Yeah, it would probably be like on some network like HBO, Showtime, or I don't know. We didn't get into that part. But she's like, take a chance on me, take a chance, and everything. But you need to hear what she has to say as well.
I'm going to give her
and
a call.
She's an absolute sweetheart.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, my God. And look, she had a sick mom.
So she
yeah, and her dad wasn't around. And I think he left when she said she was 6 years old or something. And, her mom always said that shit about the dad. And, and so she could kind of relate. Her mom wasn't sick like your mom was, but, she was a diabetic. And, and her mama mistreated her. Like, she left home and joined the service so she could be, get away from her mama. And she said, there's one time when my mama went into a diabetic coma, But I could have easily said, I'm not calling the police.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling the medics, you know. She said, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's my mom, and she could relate to you.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, your mom may have did a bunch of shit, but at the end of the day, it was your mom.
Right, yeah.
And she gets that.
Mm-hmm.
So she's coming into it as more of a personal, and once they get to the first freaking scene that started this, you know, of your dad meeting her, and, you know, and even up to when your mom called for the dean and said, oh, you can't marry them because we're still married. She wants it all.
This would have to be a long series. I mean, it would have to be freaking the Chronicles of Gypsy Rose, and you know.
Yeah, it'll be like a 10-part. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like there's so much backstory, and there's so much. It's like you remember that show Lost?
Yeah, I never watched it, but
it was
good.
Like
a couple of seasons or 1 or 2 episodes. I don't remember, but I know everybody was hooked on it.
Oh yeah, and it's like it would have to kind of be like that because everybody has a story, everybody has a backstory, and sometimes those you know the characters intermingle and have crossed paths before or whatever, so they want to tell that part of the story. And
she wants to know, like how I met, you know, how I was introduced to your mom, you know, and how, you know, they wanted me to go to the wedding, and I told them I wasn't going to the wedding. I told you that I wasn't going because I knew it wasn't for the right reasons, and if I'd have went...
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
You know, I wouldn't have let him get married because it would have been for the wrong reasons. She wants to, you know, the day of the wedding when he wrecked and didn't have his license and went to jail, and Claude had to go bail him out, and he forgot the rings, you know, and I'm like, Rod, if that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is.
Right.
So the night before we got married, I'm like, dude, you wrecked, you forget the rings, don't even show up. He's like, oh, no, I'm not even driving. He said, and Uncle Leon already has the ring. You know, so my friend Michelle brought him to the wedding. And she still bitches that I let him smoke in my car and he put a hole in my, you know. I was like, he was nervous. You know, she wants to know, like, everything, like how you and Aaliyah became friends, how, you know, your stuff you did when, you know, for the social gains and, you know, she, like I said, know it all. She wants to know it all. But she'll explain all of that to you.
Yeah, and I'll give her a call, probably tonight, after mail call, or something.
And
I'm
what
off work.
that is.
I have a question. Okay, I was wondering, do you know Robert's birthday?
Let me look.
I know it has to be in, like, October or something.
Yes, I know it. Yeah, I think it is October. Let me see if he has it because he hardly has nothing.
Because I know Ken's birthday is on October 1st, but I know I had actually his birthday and I didn't write it down.
October 27th.
Thank you. So then you write it down on my calendar.
1983.
Okay. Now I know when to buy a card.
Yeah, 1983. He's 10 years younger than Dad.
Yeah.
Because Dad's 73.
Yeah, and for the longest time, I didn't know Dad's birthday.
March
25th. I know now.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to be calling mail. I got to go, but I will call Francesca tonight, and I love you.
Okay. I love you too. I'm glad you called. Okay.
Bye.
All right, love you too. Bye.
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a free call from
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, I just talked to her. She is so nice.
I know.
She is just so,
She really
so nice.
is.
Yeah, and we got to talking, and, I think that she's really genuine, and I think that this is a good route to go.
Yeah.
I mean...
I know. I told you once you talked to her, you could tell that, she wants to get it out.
Right.
It's all about you. It's all about us. It's not about, other shit.
Right. Yeah, because I'm
like Michelle's doing.
I felt like a very good, honest vibe. And
Me too.
I told her what Michelle is doing, and I'm like, it's kind of where she's kind of doing her own thing. We're not involved with it. So it's way different. And
it is, yeah.
If I was to do something, I want me to be involved. I want Mom and Dad to be involved. And I want us all to kind of work on it together. And it's true. You can't tell something that has so much to tell in like an hour or so,
Right. Yeah, I mean, because the documentary was just like the tip of the iceberg,
Right.
So why it happened. It's not like showed like all the shit that, we went through with her and you went through with her. Like
Yeah.
Claude and Laura went through, I mean, there's so much more.
Right.
So much more.
So, what does Dad think?
I haven't talked to him on the phone yet. He's probably sleeping again.
Okay.
Because he goes on watch at midnight.
Okay.
So,
yeah, definitely talk to him, see what he thinks of their conversation. And even if he wants to wait to make sort of a better judgment after Lucas gives his proposal.
Right.
Just ask him, see what he feels is that he's comfortable with, because I want us all to make a decision.
Right. Like I said, if her and Lucas would combine forces, this would be amazing, because he could upfront the money, while her, we have to wait.
Yeah, I would be willing to wait if it's one of those things where you wait and it'll pay out more in the end instead of one lump sum or whatever up front, and then that's it.
Yeah. If he shoots your daddy over $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say he tells Dad, okay, $2 million. One for Gypsy, one for y'all. That's going to be a hard pill not to swallow.
Right.
But
does stuff like that go for that high? I was thinking like $5,000.
$5,000? Like as if, Gypsy?
Well, I don't know how much these
things. Just think about it, okay? 3 million plus have watched this documentary, whether it's on HBO, YouTube, people have over 3 million people have watched this. That's what I was telling Francesca. I said, you see all those people in the hate groups that talk shit and this and that? They're going to be the ones that make the money that y'all making the money off of.
Exactly.
Because they are more, because they are more invested in it than me, I say, because they just talk about it 24/7.
Right. It's their, they want to feed off them more. So, of course, they have to go and
curiosity kills the cat.
Exactly. So, it's like they're going to be basically paying me to criticize me, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. all you haters, thank you for your money.
Exactly. Thank you for paying me.
Right. Thank you that I don't have to worry for money for a very long time.
Right.
Very, very long time. You know, but what we'll do is we'll pray about it, put it in God's hands, ask God to guide us where we need to go with this.
Right. Now, maybe you could even ask Donna what she thinks about it, because of, you know, who she is, and she's been in the industry for a very long time, so she can get a feel of it.
Well, the thing is with Donna, like, I think it's HBO that's pushing, like, that is, like, taking their good old time. You know, these people want to start this
now.
Like tomorrow's the 15th. Tomorrow's the deadline. Tomorrow it's up. It's over, our contract.
Yes, it is.
You know. And, I mean, your dad's a smart man. Your dad's a very smart man. And I know he's going to make sure that it's done, you know, with the right intentions, that it's, you know, that there's a reasonable sum, you know, that they're going to offer. So I know that he's not going to say, you know, if they send him a number and he doesn't like it, he's going to say nope, because there's going to be somebody else.
Right.
You know.
Exactly. There's always going to be somebody else.
Well, like I told, you know, Francesca, I'm like, I can't tell you how many phone calls I get from California a day, but I don't answer it. I don't answer it because, you know what, if it's a producer or whatever, they're going to leave a voicemail. You know, and none of them have, so I think, I don't know if they're telemarketers or what, but I get a few a day. And I don't know how Lucas got Dad's email. I mean, but you could go on his Facebook and see his email address. I think
that's a good way to do it. Yeah. I'm like, is there like some worldwide database that you can look at, you know, certain person's email?
Yeah. You see, my email that's on my Facebook is a different email that I get my stuff on.
Okay.
You know, I don't even check that one.
That's a good idea.
At all.
That way,
because I made that because you get notifications out the app. For everything everybody sends you.
And I'm sure, especially with the group being tied to your profile, I bet I would just send it skyrocketing.
Yeah, I don't even, like I said, I haven't checked that one in years, many years. But, I mean, we'll probably find out something from Lucas at the end of the week. Because he said he was working on the proposal this week. You know, I mean, you know, we'll just play it by ear. And I also think that Lucas needs to also talk to you.
Right. Yeah. No, of course.
You're 26 years old. You
I'm
know.
easily swindled. You know, it's one of those things you can tell me all kinds of pretty promises, and I'll probably believe them. And you know,
I'm the same way.
So.
I'm the same way.
The good thing is we got Dad, and Dad won't get screwed by pretty promises.
Right. No, he won't. He won't let us get screwed over.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll just take it by, you know, day by day and see.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we have to do.
Because I told her, I said, I'm like, you know, she's telling me about the different people in that are producers and stuff, and that of course they want the story, and I'm like, just saying, the Pitres side of the family, I'm going to, be completely honest with you. None of my uncles have gotten in contact with me. I had spoken to my Aunt Claudia on the phone a couple of times. She's not supportive, but she's not in the, the leading charge line. She's not involved. The only one that's really involved on the Pitres side is my cousin Bobby. That is it.
Right.
Because I'm like, I don't want them, and I know the Pitres side. They are so money hungry, and they're going to come out as a witness and tell, oh, I love her so much, and I'm there for her, and I take care of her and stuff, just so they can get, paid or whatever. Because they might,
Yeah. I'm so curious of what they're going to say in that freaking documentary.
Yeah, me too.
And
very curious.
if they say, oh, yeah, I talked to her and this and that, I'm going to make a public statement to every freaking newspaper, magazine, you name it. They, and they could freaking write you, and you could even tell them they're lying. If they say, oh, yeah, we sent her money, we talked to her. Only person that could say that pretty much is Bobby.
Mm-hmm. Bobby's been, there from the beginning and stuff. He made T-shirts and everything. So it's like he's been involved. And as for everybody else, yeah, they may have been involved by getting an interview in the documentary for as far as Claude and Laura. But, a lot of other people weren't involved, and they flat out said, we don't want to get involved because, I don't want to look like a camera whore, or it makes our family look like a circus, or whatever.
Right. That's a direct quote.
Okay.
That's a direct quote from Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Tiffany.
That's it.
So I'm like, that's how y'all feel? Okay. I'm not forcing y'all to be involved.
Right.
But, if I'm hoping that they'll speak honestly, and, maybe I'm doubting them too much. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, but I wouldn't put it past them to lie,
Yeah, I guess we'll see, I mean, because in the documentary, we didn't lie. We told the truth.
Right.
I mean, there's no reason to lie. None whatsoever.
She got the biggest kick out of the flush it down the toilet thing. She's like, who says stuff like that? I'm like, the Pitres side of the family.
Darla.
Yeah, I'm like, there's certain people that will say stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was upset because I'm like, God, she's dead. Give her some respect already,
Right.
So it's just, I don't feel that way, but
yeah.
She did.
Look, and your daddy's never gonna respect her that way either. I mean, because this happened to his child.
Right. He has every right to.
And I don't respect her either, but I'm not gonna dish her on social media and say a bunch of bad shit. I mean, what I say is the truth. Mm-hmm. She was a monster. Mm-hmm. That's what she was. Mm-hmm. At some points, when she did the bad things, she was your mother, and then she was a monster.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the fact. That's
just fact.
In black and white, as it's the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't tell everybody, oh, she's a fucking bitch. I'm glad she's dead. I never said I was glad she was dead. Never.
Right. It's just not in your nature, and
No.
I can understand how Dad is still upset and resentful, and that's gonna take time to heal. He'll never ever be like, okay, well, I'm all okay now.
Right.
But I think
it'll never
that in
like
time it'll get easier, and he'll be able to let it go a little better.
Yeah, in time, and that could be until you're out,
right.
And he sees you you know, in the outside world and happy and, you know, doing everything that you want to do. You know, I mean, we're not going to hold you back, that's for sure.
Right.
You know, we're going to be like, go, do it, yeah, do it, go, you know. I mean, we're going to be encouraging, not discouraging.
Right. But it's like, as long as I have y'all by my side, I'll be just fine. And I'll be happy. You know, even if I never did my dreams of traveling the world and stuff, I would still be just as content with being at home.
Right. I hear what you're saying.
So that
but it looks like that we might be able to travel if we, you know, depending on the amount we get.
With that,
you know,
the amount, I'm like, I told Robert, I was like, we should plan a trip. I'm like, I know I'm gonna come to Austin, and you can show me around Austin, and you can come to Louisiana. I'll show you around New Orleans. But we should like plan a trip to like some place that we always wanted to travel to. And so we came up with Alaska.
Yeah. That's what he told me. But that's gonna have to wait till till you're done. Like you got to do 85% of your time, but how long? You know, you're gonna have a year and a half of parole.
Right, and that's not nothing.
You know.
No?
And no, girl, you're gonna be out and free.
Right. I'll have a stable job. I will have, because of course, it's like you got to think realistic. When I get home, I want to take a shower or a bath, whatever.
Oh, and you're going to want to sleep, and you're not going to have a schedule. And
going to want to eat and everything, and then we'll have our party. And, once I get a stable job and, comfortable and have a routine going, that's whenever I'm going to start doing things like traveling and stuff.
Right, because you're going to have, to travel, you got to plan, and, and that's going to, and take some time and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, and then if you're working, you have to wait till your vacation days, and, I mean.
So I think it's all fall into place good.
And if it's a big enough payout, as I'll say, you might not need to work for that long. They might tell you, okay, you need to get a job. You ask them, okay, for how long? Because what if I have all this money and I don't need to work?
Right. I'm sure they never heard that one.
Well, probably not.
But yeah, it's not common. But I mean,
and we still have to find out 100% if when you finish, when you get out, if you get to come to Louisiana. But I don't see that being a problem because there's nobody in Missouri.
It's what I would have to do is it's an interstate compact, and I go to before, I think it's 90 days before my parole hearing. I go see the IPO here, which is the Institutional Parole Officer. And I tell him I need to file for an interstate compact because my home plan is in Louisiana. And so they're going to file.
And the support system.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's in Louisiana.
And Mike said, and Mike told us at the very beginning, because, that was one of our first questions, was after, you got sentenced. It was like, okay, when she gets out and she has to do, she's going to be on parole for a year and a half, what we're going to do? And he said, trust me, he said, they will let her go, so yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And at first, when thinking about it, and this is years down the road, where Mia would be in college, and they'll have her own place. And if it came to that, I guess, me and Dad would have moved to Missouri if, that wasn't the case. Like if, they wouldn't have allowed it, and go there for a year and a half. And keep the house here, and, Dad needs to go to work. He could come down a few days, before, but I think that's never going to happen. They're going to let you come here because you have no family there, no blood there. You know.
Exactly. And there's like people here that they don't have a home plan because they have no people. There's no support system to go to. And if they do have a support system, it's a bad environment for them. So it's that's not my problem.
Not at all. Not even close.
So I'm like, there's no one, there's nobody in my home planning place that is on parole or probation or got in trouble. You know, the wildest one is Dylan, and he's probably just got a speeding ticket, so it's not a big deal.
Exactly.
It's not a big
deal. That's it. Yeah. And he'll be in his own place, but,
right.
Oh, God, I pray. Rayleigh already bought property, so, and they still together, they're going to be out of here in about a year, maybe less. If your brother learns how to save freaking money, that's just, I don't know, it's just your brother.
And then Mia's going to be in college, so
I'll
be the only one in the nest.
Yeah, we're going to be empty nesters for a little while.
Yeah.
And she's going to come home on weekends and shit. And by that time, her room might be Dylan's room, or the room outside may be your room. Who knows?
Oh, no.
We might want Mia's room, and because she'll only be here on weekends, and you'll have all your stuff in her, old room.
Right.
Which is right by our room.
Yeah.
I have to take pictures of the house one day when it's all clean.
Yeah, give
and
me
send them to you. Yeah. Stop it.
I think I saw something where zebra stripes. Who has zebra stripes?
Yeah, it's already changed.
Okay.
That didn't stay. It stayed for a few years, but 2 years ago for Christmas, she wanted her bedroom redone.
Okay.
And that was her Christmas gift. Took out the carpet, put flooring, and repainted, got her, she still has the same furniture, but she wants a full-size bed now because she got a twin. And the mattress underneath, but, it's big enough for a full-size bed. And stuff, But we might not even, who knows if we're even going to be in the same house, when you get out. Cause
y'all can maybe buy a new one if y'all get like a freaking $1 or something.
Well, what he wants, if, let's say we get that. Okay, let's say we get one each. You and then me and Dad. We're still going to live, we're not going to live beyond our means, that's for sure. We're going to be careful, stay on a budget.
Right.
Yeah, we might splurge every once in a while, but it would be like towards a piece of property and put a nice customized modular home on it, something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Spending it wisely is definitely something that I want to do too, and I'm like,
Oh, Dad's gonna put you on a budget. Trust me, he's good at that.
I know he will. And it's like I don't even want, like elaborate things or anything. I'm like,
no, you just want to live within your means. You want a car, you're gonna need a car. That's a necessity.
You gotta get to the gym. No, so it's just
you're gonna wanna
start. Like a push.
Right. You might, live with us for a while, and if we're not living here, and there's a big enough piece of property, you could put your place on it.
Right.
Because you're not gonna want to live with us forever.
Well, I want to live close. I definitely don't.
Right. I know.
Right. For nothing.
Right, exactly. You know, and he knows that.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell him, like, if we're going to find another place, we need the property big enough, you know, to put Gypsy something.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, no, yeah, we're going to do that. So everything that's in the future is like, how do you in it?
That's wonderful.
You know?
Because I'm like, the way I say is, I'm like, you know, I've been away from y'all for way too long. I don't want to be away any longer. And so I definitely want to stay close to home. And, you know, it's just...
Yeah, but who knows? You could fall in love with Ken or Robert, and you could tell us in a year and a half after that you can move and say, I'm going to live with Robert, or I'm going live with Ken, or there might be somebody else. No,
Ken doesn't want to
know.
stay in Seattle. He doesn't want to stay in Seattle. He wants probably to move back to Texas because he's originally from Texas. And
well,
so,
that's not far.
Right. So.
Oh Lord, they both from Texas. What part he's from?
Yeah. I think San Antonio. I think.
Oh, that's a nice place, but it's freaking hot over there during the summer, girl.
I know.
You think it's hot here? Oh my God! When we went on vacation one year, they were young, and we went walk the river walk it was like 10 o'clock at night, and it's below the street. It's like a level. You got to go down 2 flights of stairs.
Oh, wow.
And it's freaking hot. It was hot down there, you know. And you would think, oh, they got the water. Girl, today it was freaking hot.
Hey, today
I was
hot
praying
here. I was like, what happened to the good weather that we've been having? It's been, like this morning it was all foggy and cool, and then it got hot.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm like, today I went this morning. When I let Jazz out, I was sitting down on the sofa outside. I'm like, damn, it's freaking hot. It was 9 o'clock. I was sitting down sweating. I was like, shit. But, I mean, I busted my ass at Tanya's house, helping her, move in and everything. Yeah, we finished last night, and today I was like, I ain't doing shit.
No, have a lazy day. Like, today's my day off, so I've been having a lazy day. Of course, I went to school.
Yeah.
And,
right. I mean, yeah.
I went to the library. I had printed out some, I like astrology. I don't necessarily
oh my God,
in it,
your dad loves.
It interests me.
Your dad loves, like, he could tell you every star, like the Big Dipper, all of the big things, Aphrodite, all of that.
Well,
all the constellations.
Tell him whenever you talk to him again, tell him said that I went look at an astronomy book and that I am so much my sign. I think he probably knows that by now, but I'm so much a Leo because I was reading about it, and I'm like, I know that I have very strong characteristics of a Leo. And I'm like reading this.
Yeah, I'm a Libra.
It tells me like so much that is like it hits close to home to how I am. I'm like, even though I don't believe in it, I'm like, I think it holds a sliver of truth somehow.
Yeah, it does, because I'm a Libra. Libras go with the flow, and we balance. And that's exactly. I'm like, okay, let's go with the flow. I don't let things get to me too much. When I was working at the orthopedic surgeon, my nickname was Hakuna Matata because I didn't care. That was my nickname, Hakuna Matata. Because I didn't have no worries. I mean, I didn't let the small stuff, and I still don't let the small stuff get to me. I really don't. No, you are not coming in my room, Carly. No. She's lonesome for her brother and her sister.
Aww.
When I took them yesterday, and I went bring them by Tanya, while I was still working in there, so they could, they know Tanya, but it's a new environment, and I brought them in the little carrier kennel.
Mhm.
They didn't want to get out. They stayed in there for a little while until I had to literally take them out, and they were like freaking out, like looking, where am I? Where am I? And then they would see me, and they would come run to me. And because Tanya was still next door, but her grandma was eating. And she left this morning to go to Lafayette till Thursday. So the girls don't even know the cats are there because they're staying at the grandma's next door. So I went earlier and clean their litter box, put in more water. I got to go feed them tomorrow. But they're used to it. When I walked in and I was on the phone with Tanya, and they heard my voice and they came running out.
Aw.
Yeah, and she didn't leave the her air conditioning unit on. I was like, girl, they're gonna suffocate in here.
Right, they gonna die.
So,
Come home,
she's like, oh, I didn't want to put it on because I didn't want my papa to fuss. And I said, girl, you have no blinds. There's nothing to keep the shade. I said, she's like, okay, well, put it on where it turns on and off. I'm like, okay. I was like walking in there for 2 minutes, and I'm like, I'm sweating. These poor cats have fur.
Right, they probably twice as hot. Oh, Dad was telling me that he watched this movie called Alien. I guess it's the new Alien movie, Alien Covenant or whatever.
I don't watch that.
He said that one of the girls looked just like me, and he was like, "That's the perfect girl to play Gypsy." So I'm like, I don't know what actress he's talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
He can't remember her name.
No, he's bad at that shit. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna put Alien new movie.
Because I know they had the original Alien movie.
Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. That's the new one.
See. Let me see.
A girl that looks like me, that's the one Dad's talking about.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
So far, it's all pictures of it in. I'm going to see if they have the actresses and all. Actors on foot. Okay. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I see who he's talking about.
Are you looking at IMDb?
Google.
Oh, Google.
Yeah, let me get that.
Francesca was talking about how
she named the girl.
Huh?
She named the girl to me. She named the girl to me when we were on the phone, and I can't remember her name. Okay. There's a Catherine Watterson. It might be Amy. I don't know how to say her last name.
Leave it to Dad to pick out maybe like a British one that we've never heard of.
Simetv. She got short hair. Oh, she's cute. She's cute. She plays on HBO's Family Tree. Let's see what other movie she's been in. Girlfriend Experience, Upstream Color, Your Next, The Sacrament, Sun Don't Shine, The Killing, A Horrible Way to Die. Oh, she plays in a lot of
horror films.
Alexandria, The Last. It's called. Let me see if there's any movies in here that I've seen. Left Zone.
I wouldn't know because I'm like, Dad didn't remember her name and I've never seen the movie, so I'm like, okay, well, once you remember it, let Mom know.
I'm trying to see, like, if there's anything maybe that was popular that she might have played in that we might recognize, but I don't recognize none of this stuff. But she's pretty, if that's the one he's talking about. There's another one, Callie Hernandez. James Franco plays in it.
Oh, well, he knows my story.
Yeah, he does. He was sitting to Rose. Well, he's from me. He's the only one I know. Okay. In here. Well, Catherine Waterson, though, she looks familiar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Could have some hot dudes in this show. Oh, I almost said that. Texting me. They could. But I'm not hungry.
I'm hungry, because I have not eaten yet.
Well, you better go eat.
Yeah, I better. Oh, and I got a letter from Sebastian. Yeah, he told me not to call him Bash anymore. That just reminds him of whenever we were together.
Oh,
and
cool.
I said, okay, I won't call you Bash no more. I'll just call you Sebastian. But I do, still want us to keep in contact, and, everything's going to be just fine. I just am not ready to be in a relationship at this point.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell him I'm like talking to other guys.
Yeah. Francesca just sent me a message. She said, this was like at 6:12. Just finished my call with Gypsy. I feel very confident about it. She's such a sweet girl. Makes me even more protective of you all.
Aw.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm going to go eat, and I'll talk to you in a couple days, because I'll probably find some other reason to call.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
I love you. Wrong with that. Okay, I love you, baby.
Okay, have a good night. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
The call